Hey y'all, welcome back to Christine's World Spice. So today I'm going to show you guys how I make this wonderful dish. I don't even have a name for this dish. It just all came to me as I was preparing the plate. I had so much food and I didn't know how I wanted to do it, but I wanted to make it look really nice. So let's get straight into these ingredients. First, you'll need 1/4 of lemon pepper, a squeeze of a half a lemon. In this dish, I'm also going to add 1/4 of garlic pepper and 1 teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce. Next, we'll add some honey, and I'm going to add about a teaspoon of honey. And I also going to be adding some teriyaki marinade sauce. And I'll add a half a teaspoon of that. Now we're going to let this soak inside of some water. I'm going to use water bottle because I don't really like using sink water. So I'm going to use about a half of bottled water. And I'm going to soak it for about 10 minutes while I cut up my bell peppers and tomatoes. So all I'm going to use is like a half or quarter half of this bell pepper. You don't need much, because what we're going to do with this is we're going to decorate the sides of the plate. Now, here's a disclaimer. I did not show myself making the plate, preparing it, because I was so confused on how I wanted to do it. So I really needed the camera out the way when I was filming. When I was making the plate. So I'm not going to show how I did the plate. But I will do another video on how I did it next time. So we're going to continue to cut the bell peppers up. And I will be cutting the red and yellow. And I also decided to cut some cherry tomatoes because they were kind of going a little bad, but they're still nice and fresh and hard. Some of them were. And I felt like this will be good on this, like, to decorate the plate with. So that's what I'm going to do with that. In this pan, my pan is on medium high. You kind of want to cook it kind of high. That way it does not stick to the pan. Once I add a tablespoon of butter and a capful of olive oil. You can use 2 capfuls or you can use 1. And I will cut 2 garlics up for this fish. And let it marinate inside the butter and olive oil for about 2 minutes. That way the taste and the flavor is all inside of your olive oil and your butter. So when you're cooking inside of it, all you have to do is just keep pouring the juices and the butter and stuff all over your fish. And it would just bring it so much flavor inside and out. Lay your fish in there. And if it's a little frozen, that's okay. Mine was a little frozen. So I'm going to be cooking it on each side for about 5 minutes. You can cook it for 7. It won't hurt it at all. Now, if your seasoning did come off your fish, you can just sprinkle. There's no set amount, but just sprinkle. Because that seasoning that was inside that water in that bowl is already inside your fish. So you don't need to over season it. So add a little bit of lemon pepper and some cayenne pepper. And just flip it over. Now, you can flip it twice. Like 5 minutes on one side or 2 minutes on the other side. You can do 2 minutes on one side and 2 minutes on the other side. Or you can just do 5 minutes and then flip it over and do 5 minutes again. And just squeeze a little lemon on it. So the cook time for this fish is about 10 minutes. After 10 minutes is up, this is what my mahi looks like. All the juices and the flavors on top of here, and it's going to taste amazing as always. This fish is so juicy. I love it. So we're going to put this to the side and go ahead and cook our bell peppers, our shrimp. For the shrimp, we're adding a half a teaspoon of butter. We don't need too much, and 1 cup of olive oil. We want the shrimp to kind of grill to the pan. I like that grill taste when I'm doing my shrimp, so that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to cook this on medium high as well. And we're going to cook it on each side for 2 to 3 minutes on each side. And then we'll remove them from the pan. I'm adding 1/4 of teaspoon of Creole seasoning and 1/4 of black pepper, garlic, black pepper, and mix it all in, and then add it to your heated pan. Now I did this like what I did with the fish. I added the garlic to it as well, so that way the flavor can marinate inside of the butter and the olive oil. So just go ahead and let it cook, like I said, for about 2 minutes on each side. And if you see that it's still a little, like, I don't know, it's not done all the way, don't worry, because when you remove that off the stove, it's still going to continue to cook in its own heat. It doesn't take shrimp at all long to cook at all. Now we're going to do the bell peppers. We're not going to clean the pan out for this one. We're just going to add our bell peppers. And if you want to, you can add your tomatoes now, or you can do it after the bell peppers. Me, I just wanted to get it all over with, and then I'll end up removing the tomatoes once I see that they're nice and cooked. You want it to be a little bit, like, I don't know, punctured, smeared, or whatever. I don't know the word for it, but you want it to at least cook down a little bit. You don't want it black though. You don't want it burnt, but you do want it to get a little tender, but not too soft. And then remove it from the pan. And you want your bell peppers to be crunchy. And see, I really didn't have room for my broccoli, but I feel like it all came together. And I also feel like that the fish, if I would have done the fish a little differently, made it a little maybe crispy or something, and made a half a fish, it would have really brought the plate together. But overall, I feel like it's still a great plate. The plate looks gorgeous. The bell peppers was taken away from the parsley on the side, because I really took my time to put those parsleys in, and then I just end up covering it up with the bell peppers. But when I ate the plate, it was delicious. It was so delicious. The rice was nice and moist. It didn't have sauce on it, but the fish had the sauce. So I ended up dipping the rice with the fish, and the shrimp was just, it was a great plate. It was an awesome plate. So it was very rewarding. And I hope you guys enjoyed this recipe. If you want me to show you how I prepared the plate, just let me know in the comment section below, and I would definitely do that. I'll do another video on it. Thanks for watching, you guys. I'll see you in my next video. And also tell me what you guys would like to see, like recipes, or what videos would you like to see. And I love you guys for supporting this channel, and hope you keep supporting it. Love you guys. Bye.